All right, third try here. Third try for this video. If this one doesn't work out, then I'm just gonna redo it tomorrow or something. Anyway, I'm gonna be giving away some tarot decks. Okay. I'm gonna start the process at when my channel reaches 50,000 subscribers. Then I'm gonna do it again at 75,000, and then at 100,000. I'm not figured out what I'm going to do for that milestone, but it's going to be something like pretty amazing. But here's the thing. Lots and lots and lots of YouTube channels do this kind of thing. Thank you very much, Beth. Sorry I have to keep redoing this video. This is going to be like my last take for the day. If this one like craps out on me, I'm just going to redo it tomorrow. But anyway, here's the thing. Here's the thing behind it. Lots and lots of tarot, or not lots of tarot channels, but lots of YouTube channels do this sort of thing as a clickbait trendy thing to, you know, just pretty much for selfish reasons, you know. You see this kind of stuff. Win a new iPhone. You have to like. You have to hit the bell icon. You have to subscribe, whatever. None of that, you know. You don't have to do any of that if you don't want. There is only one stipulation though, and that is that you have to hit me up in the email and send a picture, okay? Because I'm going to post it. I'm going to post a picture of whoever I decide to send it to. And what I really, really want you to do is, after you get it, send me a picture of you holding it, because that's what I want to post. But if you decide not to, I'm going to post the first picture you send me, right? So anyway, yeah, that's the only stipulation, okay? Because I want to, you know, I want it to be known that I'm not, you know, in it for myself. You know, lots and lots of channels do this, and they get lots of backlash from people who know, you know, what that's all about and what they're up to. So I want to be able to provide proof that no, when I say I'm going to give something away to my fans, I really do it. You know, so hit me up in the email. Okay, my email is indigoflow333@gmail.com. That's spelled INDIGOFLO333@gmail.com, and it's all one word. It'll be in the description. Anybody catching the playback? Okay, did I get all the details there? I might be able to chat with a few of y'all now. Good Lord, this is the third time I've tried this video. Kathy, baby, Concerned Healers, how goes it, y'all? Do I teach tarot? Man, I'm gonna tell you what. A lot of people have asked me that. No, not really. I don't really feel like I'm good enough. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I know that I don't want to go into all that because I know everybody's gonna be like, oh, you're just trying to be humble. No, I seriously don't know if I'm good enough to teach people. I really don't. I really, really don't. To me, it's just like an amazing blessing that you all like my work as much as you do, you know, and apparently, because when I very first started reading tarot 2 months ago, I thought everybody was going to hate me. I thought everybody was going to make fun of me. I seem like an intuitive tarot reader. Well, that's the thing. I balance it. I balance the ego brain and the intuition. It has to be a balance, okay? And I mean, if you really, really think about it, just to dive in a little bit on that particular topic, everything in this particular life needs to be balanced between spirit and ego. Everything needs to be balanced between spirit and ego. These people that go through and tell you, oh, your ego is bad, they're idiots, okay? Your ego is what you experience this life with. If you have a body, if you have 2 feet on this ground, and you have eyes and a mouth and you're a human, you have an ego, right? So I wanted to hammer that point really quick. I can't stand it when people try to say your ego's bad. Only if you do bad things with it. Balance spirit and ego. That's what we do here. So anyway, I trailed off. I balance it, you know. I try to balance between intuition and my textbook knowledge of the cards. The textbook knowledge of the cards is very, very important. Oh, don't get me wrong. It is very important. I'm going to be doing a video too, probably tomorrow, on decks to learn tarot on. You know, because I have 3 of them here that I highly, highly recommend, and I'm going to do a video on that probably tomorrow. But I balance it, you know, because the textbook meaning of a certain card can easily change. Like, say you're doing this reading, you know. First of all, when I'm shuffling, you know, I start getting these sensations and these kind of feelings and seeing these little scenes play out in my mind and start feeling kind of like what the situation feels like a little bit. And then as the first few cards come out, I start being able to pick those apart and be like, oh, okay, that's, and then you know what I'm saying? So long story short, as it starts going along, say I don't know, let's just pick a card out of this deck. Say the Six of Pentacles, you know, bam, comes at the very end of one of the lines. Well, Six of Pentacles, you know, the textbook meaning behind this card is, you know, equal give and take, sharing. Look at this dude. He has a scale. It's equally balanced. He's sharing food with the poor people, you know, or not food. I don't know if that's food. That's probably his money. Sharing, because it's a Pentacle card. So he's sharing. He's giving money to the poor people. Charity. You know what I'm saying? Things being fair, equal give and take, not being greedy. And usually when it's in the reverse, it means, you know, one-sided, greedy, stingy, selfish, like, you know, all give, all take and no give, you know, or something to those lines. But anyway, long story short, I couldn't even think of an example off the top of my head where it could easily, just the way it falls into the reading and, you know, with the way the whole rest of the reading was going, mean it could mean something, it could take on a totally different feel to it, you know? So that's the part that's intuitive. That's the part that's intuitive. And, you know, just sometimes, like, a lot of people go on the what's in the card. Sometimes I do. It just kind of depends. You know, like if I'm really, really getting into it and I'm feeling the emotions, you know, hardcore, and I'm feeling the frustrations and the, you know, how I get like super animated sometimes when I'm reading. And then you can like look at the facial expression sometimes, you know, or like, I don't know. I see a lot of readers out there who do that in every single reading. Not me. Yeah, that's where the intuition comes in. The intuition kind of comes in, like, say you got the Eight of Cups, you know, you can see what kind of scenery is in the background and stuff like that, even though, you know, it just all depends. It all depends on how it feels. But, you know, I try to balance intuition and you know, the ego brain. But yeah. Anywho, I guess there's only a few of you in here. Let me see if I can get to some comments and have a little chit chat. Here. So, boom. Fellow Aquarian. Oh, man, all y'all got usernames I can never pronounce. I don't even know how to pronounce it. It says, fellow Aquarian, can never get my mind to shut up. I help it out. Well, I mean, that is a very, very common obstacle for just about every Aquarius. And the funny thing is, and it's not just Aquarians, a lot of people do have, but especially Aquarians, especially air signs, okay? The element air in astrology, to put it simply, thoughts and intellect. Thoughts, flighty thoughts and intellect. And air signs are very, very known for having restless minds. But regardless of what your sign is, anybody who has a restless mind just can't get it to shut up. Once you figure out how, you realize, holy shit, I've known that this whole time. It's just scary because you're afraid if you let go of something, then something bad's going to happen. So all these things that you're pressing on with your brain and like clinging to them, like, oh, even this anxiety, this anxious situation, you have this subconscious thing that feels like, you know, if you let go of it and don't worry about it, then the worst thing is going to happen. And then once you finally like get to the end of your rope and just say, you know what, fine, universe, just go ahead and take me. Just go ahead and kill me then, whatever. Once you get to that point, you know, like not literally, maybe some of you may quite literally think that, but you know, once you get to the end of your rope and you're just like, you know what, I'm just done. I'm done. You know, this stress and this worry isn't doing me any good. So whatever, take what you want, universe, take my home, you know. Usually that's when everything starts flowing to you when you do that. That's how the law of attraction works. Once you let go and let the universe do it. But we'll get into that, you know, later. But once you reach that point and you do that and you finally let loose of it, you're like, that was so easy. Why, you know, I've known how to do that this whole time. You know how. I promise you. And once you figure it out, you'll realize that it was you getting in your own way. You'll realize that you were responsible for your anxiety, you know. And that's one of the things that Once, I mean, it's easy to do. Once you say, I have a question, Stacy Cook said, I'm a Leo and I don't know any Aquarians yet. They're in my readings a lot. What's the question? That wasn't a question. That was a statement. I'm a Leo. I don't know any Aquarians yet. They're in my readings a lot. That's a statement. What's your question? Hi, how are you? How to deal with negativity? Is that a question? I don't know. Everybody has their own way of dealing with negativity. Personally, I just don't entertain it. That's the biggest thing when it comes to negativity. I know this sounds so simple because it is simple, but when somebody comes up to you, say somebody comes up to you and the first thing they want to do is just be like, hey man, guess what this idiot did, you know? Guess what? I'm so mad, you know, and all they start talking about is what makes them mad, and what Donald Trump said yesterday just pissed me off so bad. Can you believe what the government's doing? And blah, blah, blah. Just go through it. You know those kind of people. Well, it's so tempting and so easy to like fall into that and just start feeding into it. And when you do that, that sets a vibration out to the universe to send you more of that, to send you more negativity, to send you more drama. You think you're doing something. You think that really caring about this bullshit you can't do anything about is going to solve a problem. Yeah, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to post on Facebook how offended I am about something that happened across the country that will never have anything to do with me, but just the fact that I'm angry is going to fix the problem. That mindset, that very mindset, sends a vibration out to the universe saying that you enjoy negativity, okay? And that's why people who are like that, 99.99999% of the time, their lives are a mess because that's all they spend their time doing. You know, so long story short, I know I trailed off on that, but how I deal with negativity is I just, when people get like that, I don't feed into it. I either find a really, really, really quick way to exit the conversation as politely as possible, or I will just keep on turning it the other way. I'll keep on turning the conversation to, something more interesting to talk about, or just kind of make it a very strong, yeah, whatever. I don't even care about all that, you know. Yeah, whatever, and just really show disinterest until they get tired of it and like just kind of walk away. You know, it's usually how I do it, and to me, it does a pretty good job. You know, of leave them behind in 3D. Yeah, yep. What's your name? Rock Ferris says you're one of the dopest tarot readers on YouTube. Appreciate it, man. It says your Aquarius readings have helped me gain a new perspective on handling difficult situations. Thank you for what you do. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Hey, what's up, Ping Ling? Is that your name? Ping Ling? Said finally caught you live. Yay. Screw the haters. You're ace. Yeah. Thank you, y'all. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to really, really get this out there about the tarot deck giveaways. So, anyway, yeah, I'm going to give away this one once my channel hits 50,000 subscribers. Once it hits 50,000 subscribers, I'm going to give this one away, and I might give one or two away. I might pick more than one person, because I'm sure by the time it hits 75,000, you know, I'll probably have a lot of tarot decks by then. I don't know. It's hard to say, though, because my channel grows in such weird rates. Like 1 week, I'll get like 500 subscribers. And the next week, I'll get 1,500. You know, like I don't really know exactly what that depends on. But my channel grows at such weird rates that I really couldn't tell you how long it's going to take for me to get to that point. I don't know. I know that my channel's growing pretty fast, though. So, but anyway, yeah, I really, and there's going to be something super, super cool for 100,000. I don't know what that's going to be. I haven't even thought about that yet, but there's going to be a tarot deck giveaway for that one too. Absolutely. I'm definitely going to give tarot decks away for 100,000. You know, I'm probably going to pick multiple people as this goes on, but since 100,000 is my bottom line goal, it's just, you know, I'm not even setting any more goals until I get to that point. Then I'll start thinking about new goals. That's going to be a big one. Hey, Nance. Nikki, What's up? Drive through poet. So changes in the energies, waves come through. Hey, I drive through poet. I've noticed that. I've noticed that. I've noticed one thing about dealing with people online in mass numbers. I can sit back and watch, like internet trolls, right? People who come and troll your videos and leave shitty comments and stuff like that. They all come at once. It's so funny. It's so funny. Like, you would think that it would just kind of like either be consistent or not, you know, it would just kind of like be, but no, it's like I will go 7 straight days, 2 straight weeks without one negative comment. And then there'll be this 1 week that for some reason, like 20 trolls will hit my channel at once. And like back to back to back to back to back to back to back all day. And it's like, man, this is like, you can see. And it's not just trolls either, just like anything along the lines of human behavior. You can sit back and watch everybody affected similarly. And you know, depending on the energies, it's so interesting to watch. Said, nice shirt. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, repping YouTube. I got another YouTube shirt in the mail too. And it's much more like hardcore looking. It's like black and white, you know, and it's got YouTube in big black and white letters, and it's all kind of like rocking, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's cool. What's a cross watcher? A cross watcher is somebody who watches for somebody else's sign. Kathy Howard. So like, say if you're watching for your ex-wife or your ex-husband or whatever, you know, like say your ex or whatever is a Gemini and you're a Libra. Well, if you go watch the Gemini readings so you can see what's up with them, then you're cross watching. That's why I try to say sometimes. It's so funny too. Like some people pointed out sometimes, like my videos will have like 1,200 likes and like 5 dislikes. Those are cross watchers 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10. Because when I read from the science perspective. So I read on your behalf, like how you're feeling. Like I got your back. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I might like, you know, I'm on your team when I'm reading for your sign, and like whoever, you know, like whatever shady shit the person you're dealing with, but when I get to that person, I'm reading it from their perspective on the, you know, on their behalf. So then I just took your back, but then I move on to this other sign. So now, you know, I'm reading it from the other side, like from their perspective. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a really, really, really open mind in order to do this and to watch it too, I would think. You know what I'm saying? And some people just don't. Some people like, they see that one. What's that say? You know, Lexi Unicorn said, you know, you're single when you don't have anyone to cross watch. Right. Yep. I feel you on that. It's interesting. Yeah. It's, you got to have an open mind. You know, you definitely can't read tarot, you know, for the masses with a closed off little mind. You know what I'm saying? And definitely if you're coming to like a public channel that's got a big following. Mine's not the biggest following, but it's not small. You know what I'm saying? My following's not small. So if you're coming to a tarot channel where the reader's reading for a fairly large audience, you need to have an open mind, I would think. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyway, get to a few more comments. I'm gonna go ahead and cut her short. Oh, I can't read that. What's that say? Do you know the star signs as well? What do you mean? I'm gonna, you know, hum and fill it in with music to fill the awkward silence while I'm going through the comments. Yeah. Renee, USA. Watch your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Yes, I always forget to say that because I always thought it was common sense. You know, like some people be like, that does not resonate with me. And 9 times out of 10, I guarantee you, it's your moon sign that'll resonate. Like I'm an Aquarius and my moon is Virgo. So if I go to a channel and I want to like watch an Aquarius reading, if it doesn't resonate, 99.9999999% of the time when I go and look at Virgo, nails it right on the head. 99.9% of the time, you know? So yes, always watch your moon and rising. I've been trying to make a mental note to say that, you know? But to me, I just kind of thought it would be common sense. You know, I have a bad habit of that sometimes. Anyway. Anywho. So yeah, guys, yeah. Tarot deck giveaways. Tarot deck. It's going to be starting with this one. Whenever my channel hits 50,000, not sure when that'll be, but you go ahead and hit me up in the email. Like I said, I won't be able to respond to them all right away, but I'm definitely going to look at every single email that I get sent. Send a picture. That's the only stipulation. You have to send a picture, because whoever I send it to, their picture's getting posted. Pictures getting posted, so you have to be cool with a picture, with me posting a picture of you. All right. So, anywho, that's all I got. That's all I got. So I'm gonna take the rest of this day. I just finished up the bonuses. I'm so glad that project's done too. That was tough. That was tough. I didn't like it, to be honest with you. It was a cool idea, you know, that I had, and then once I started doing it after about the first 5 or 6, I was like, oh, good Lord, this reading, I didn't like reading that format. I didn't. But, you know, I wanted to keep them all consistent, and I'm glad that project's done. Anywho, starting on December readings next week, and I'm putting Oracle into those readings as well. So I'll see y'all tomorrow on the midweek reading, all right? I'm out of here. You have a good one.